Before the video starts, I want to point out that I recently did a new print on my Redbubble. It's very recent concept art of the Another Random Day opening sequence if it were to get a remaster. It's also signed by me. But act fast, cause this won't be here for very long. This is a limited edition deal. If you want it, get yours today for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Hello random person, Sab Nino here, and a few days have passed since the Yerk fan art video for Yerk month, and a lot of people from Discord and a few of them that send it through like personal email or like Facebook Messenger have actually sent me a lot more fan art. And considering how I love all the art you guys give me, despite some of them being kind of questionable, I just want to take the time out of Yerk month, out of the Ask Odette video, and even out of episode 4 to give you guys recognition for all the hard work you guys have done to just bring a smile on my face. This one is from Sir Gank. This was actually drawn when I was gathering all the fan art for the Yerk fan art video. You know, it looks pretty stylized. It almost kind of reminds me of Lemur, I think it's pronounced. He did Mugman, not to confuse for Cuphead, and he does like these interesting, almost 1990s PC-ish animations. This is kind of what it reminds me of. I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being like an old like Mugman cartoon. You know, unfortunately the boobs are a little low, even though you do got the right idea. You're kind of meant to be a little saggy since Dan is very flawed appearance wise. But overall, you did a really good job. I like it. It's the goods, as Dan would put it. This is another one from Oki. There's gonna be a lot of recurring names for this one, but this one is Super Jasmine, and he even put like a little backstory and everything. Oki put on Discord, the Jasmine army will take over Derek's butter empire. All servants of Jasmine like this comment, blessed we are, servants of Jasmine. Lol, I did not write this, I drew the pic. Anyone like? Yeah, sorry, that's Discord, not Facebook. Well, I definitely love the detail and how it looks, though probably the only thing I'd improve on is it doesn't really look like Jasmine. I wouldn't really know what this was if it wasn't for the name. You know, it could be something minor, like, I don't know, maybe the colors, or maybe have like Jasmine peek through like little windows in the eyes. They're gotta have windows in those things, but I like it. I like the effort that you've put into this. This one is from Dad. This actually came from the person who did the really good Yerk drawing in the Yerk month thing. It's very interesting how you kind of ranged from like really good and detailed to just high quality shitpost. Though not to diss your artwork, you do a really good job. All of you do a really good job. But I'm sorry, this isn't canon in the slightest. You know, Sab's lips aren't that big, and his nose isn't that small, which honestly I can kind of understand, since like, you know, the rest of his nose haven't really been shown. And also, the outrageous thing, Sab doesn't wear socks. You have sinned, sir. Sab does not wear socks. You have got yourself disqualified from the Sab Nino Sab fan club. Okay, I'm kidding. I like it. It's a really good drawing, but it's not canon. This one is from Max B, and it's another theory, and you know, I can kind of imagine Sab having a similar eye shape to that, though not with that gigantic nose. The only thing I know for certain about Sab without his glasses, despite the fact that there's no like real design, that Sab's nose is very small. That part I knew from the get-go. But I definitely like it. I definitely like the artistic liberty of the hair. Another Oki one. I really wish I could have featured this in Yerk month, the Yerk fan art video, but unfortunately it was a little too late. 10 out of 10. I love the lips. Hey look, another dad one. I'm noticing a pattern with your work. You range from really good and stylized to shitpost, then really good and stylized. So I'm going to assume the next one will be shitpost. But yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite pieces of Jasmine fan art. You know, so I love the little pocket knife and how the belt kind of stands out, which is definitely actually an improvement from how I draw it, along with the jeans. I love how you add like a little line to the jeans. I've tried that before on like my standalone drawings, but I could never figure out how to like make it look good. You've definitely succeeded at something I can't. You know, you got the body proportions pretty spot on. You know, she is meant to be like flat chested, and most of it is in the hips. And the freckles. So the only nitpicks I really have is, there are freckles on her face, which I can understand since her with glasses on, I don't really draw the freckles because I usually cover her face. And also there's one extra brace, but I do kind of understand since, you know, I haven't really made a real anatomy guide to like, Jasmine's braces. But overall, I love this. This is great. What do you know? I was right. The next thing I saw from Dad is high quality. This one is called Himi Gift, and this is very interesting because unlike the other one, this one's actually animated. It just what I'm going to assume is what's her name from not My Hero Academia, Little Witch Academia. I often get those confused since they both have Academia in the title. How's SEBE gonna nudge this one? I never got that phrase. It was never in the advertising or anything like that for Creepy Psycho, but people in the comments are just like, how's Sab gonna nudge this one? And I'm like, what? What? I don't understand it. But yeah, overall, I love this. It's just great. Oki returns for another round, and here's one called Samurai Nino. I'm pretty sure this is inspired by Samurai Jack. I honestly like how unique it is, you know? I haven't really seen any fan art like this before. You did good. Here's another Oki. There's a lot of Oki. At first, I wasn't sure who this was. At first, I thought it was like Brit. But then I realized it was meant to be Odette, and apparently what he did is actually try drawing it from memory. It's not too bad for doing it by memory, despite the fact that she doesn't really wear lipstick. I don't think she'd even touch lipstick. Not bad for a first try. And then afterward, what he did is try doing it from memory, and I can definitely see the improvement. Unfortunately, Odette is missing a hand and a nose. But you know, you kind of got the general idea on like the head shape. The ear, with my ears, I usually have like a little dent. The hand anatomy is a little off, though. I'm not gonna complain that much because even I struggle with hands, but you did good. It's not bad. Oh boy, what am I looking at? I know what you did. I think what it was is like one of those things where you like draw a little sketch and then it tries like guessing like realistically, and the sketch isn't that bad. It's just how the like software decided to execute it. Look at his eyes. They look like two giant like buttholes. Like, this wouldn't be out of place out of Rick and Morty, actually. The sketch is good. It's just what the software did to it I'm kind of questioning. And they did the same thing with Caden, and, okay, the giraffe neck did get a pretty good laugh out of me. Considering, yeah, his neck is pretty long. And even though, Caden is meant to be like a blonde, I can't really fault you for that because, you know, I'm pretty sure the software only really has one default. I don't know, it's a very, like, unappealing, like, combo, like, where one hand does a pretty decent job, while the other hand just... what? Here's one from Nudge this time. If you're on Discord and you're watching this video, please tell me how to pronounce your name, I want to know. And this is from Odette. I wouldn't really be surprised if this like ended up being like a cameo on Family Guy. It got all the features of a Family Guy. You know, the mouth, the simplified designs, the nose, the eyes are like dots. Sorry if that wasn't your intent. It's pretty good regardless. And this one is from Celery. Honestly, this is the best one, but at the same time I could tell it's like just a high quality post. It's great, just 10 out of 10. The eyes and and the wide face. And Celery's back at it again, this time in the Cal art style. You know, since Thundercat's roar is such a big deal with like the weird bean chin and the Steven Universe grin. This is overall a great parody. Nudge back at it again. This one is called Wow Sab. And you know, he does a pretty good job with the detail. Not sure if Sab would actually wear this. Maybe it feels like a Mad Max setting, but even with that said, but it is creative. It is very creative. And another Oki, and this time he decided to do a lot of doodle, which I actually do quite a bit. So I encourage this. I love when people just make these like, I like seeing other people's doodles. Let's see what we got here. A Thick Sab, a Looney Caden, and this one is what I'm assuming is Michael. Don't know who that is. I think this is Sab in his pajamas. Probably Brandon. Don't know who that is. Squish Sab. Admittedly adorable Brit. I love that one. Pretty good interpretation of Brandon. Don't know who that is. Squirrel Boy? Is that Squirrel Boy? And here's one big happy family. While like Hayden's like doing a little shirtless dance, having his old nipples like hang out there. Brandon just like doing like a little Charlie Brown dance. Sab's doing like a little like Mario walk with like where only his legs move. And Brit decided to go all commando, lose her pants, and just have it all there. And you got all of this caption, just gay to BH. It's just great. I love this. This is probably your best work yet. And this one actually isn't from Discord this time, but actually from Jessica Ritsu. I think it's how you pronounced your last name. I'm sorry, I should probably know this, cause this actually comes from the voice actress who plays Dan. And yesterday, she actually came up to me in my email and just said, hey, I gave you some Dan fan art. And I love this. This is like great. You know, I love the drawing and how creative it is. You know, I love like how instead of just coloring it whole, you decide to like use construction paper and have like little things. It's great. It definitely not only looks like Dan like physically, it definitely kind of fits Dan as a character too. In fact, you can easily see like Dan like being messy with like glue and like pasting it all over the place. I love it. Like, she really understands her role incredibly well. This one is actually from Hayden Erickson, who voices Brit, and she decided to draw Yerk to celebrate Yerk Month. But I love the detail on this one. It's very Disney-esque. The horn is pretty good, and like the buns. I love how elf-like she is. Even though she's not an elf, the artistic liberty definitely makes sense, and the rainbow is a nice touch too, since she always wears one on her hoodie.
And stop staring at me with them big old eyes!
He also did one with Dan, and not much I really need to say of this one, you know, lips are pretty good, and so are the eyes. Though, I don't really understand why her face kind of looks like a butt. Maybe it's meant to be her nose, but regardless, it is pretty good. Afterward, I guess he decided to like, not go with the butt face. You know, this one is pretty good too. She isn't really that thick, though she is a little bit of the chubby side. She does have a tum-tum. And also, the lips haven't really, gone all the way in terms of color, but, you did a good job. This one is a whip from Dan. I think that's how you pronounce it, whip, W-I-P. This one actually rivals the one from the voice actress. You know, I definitely love the artistic liberty of, like, the hair, because her hair does have a very interesting shape. And, you know, the eyes are pretty good. I can't tell if that's, like, meant to be, like, a little buck tooth. The only criticism I really have is the facial structure, because it's meant to go, like, a little outward. She's meant to have, like, little chubby cheeks. But other than that, I love this. And Oki makes a comeback with another Dan. I guess you're kind of experimenting with the art style, I noticed. You know, it's interesting. The nose is very interesting, same with the lips. I honestly, kind of interesting how a lot of my fan art often requires, like, luscious lips, despite the fact that I don't really draw lips. It's a good. You definitely got the hair right, and you got a right idea of like the facial detail, despite the nose and lips. Though the only real criticism I really have is how her boobs aren't really that pokey, but maybe that's artistic liberty. She doesn't really have muscle. You know, she is pretty athletic. She does swim quite a bit, and I could easily see her like jogging. This was pretty good. I like it. Dad back at it again with another really phenomenal whip. I definitely love the facial detail on this one. Honestly, I'm considering making you a storyboard artist. You know, you're doing a really good job, and we need more new blood on the team. Hey, if you want to like join the storyboard crew, you know, episode 4 is still in production, you know, like, we'd love to have you on board. And then afterward, he or she decided to actually add to the drawing. You know, it's pretty accurate, you know, I believe she's like a D cup? And, you know, the skin tone is pretty good. She's meant to have like a tan. It's really good. I love this. Like I said, please feel free to like contact me if you ever want to be a storyboard artist. This one is very interesting. Honestly, I could easily see this being on regular show. You know, with like the simple like standing out like boobs to like the eyes to like the wobbly hands. She kind of reminds me of what's her name, the one who goes out with Rigby. It's the same character from last time with a burnt Sab. I honestly kind of feel bad for him. Poor guy. Please, just send him to Ender. You know, she can heal wounds, please. But anyways, they were doing the pug walk, which I'm assuming is a trend, but I like this. It's pretty good, despite how Sab is just... I just feel bad for him. Oh, man. This one is from Prangot, I think it's how you pronounce it. And this one is called Sab Nino. It's interesting, alright, you know, he's rather small compared to the canvas. Bloodshot eyes are interesting. I kind of like the Charlie Brownish shirt you put him in, and the little SpongeBob shoes, and the little Jimmy Neutron hair you got there. It's like a combination of 3 of my favorite things. I like it. It's really good. Here's one from Mac B. I have a feeling this is like a fan theory. Like, what if Yerk was a vampire? Or she pretends to be a unicorn to prove that she's not a vampire? No, the theory's debunked. We don't know if Yerk is a unicorn or not. She might be a unicorn, like a real unicorn, like Ender's like half vampire. Or she might either be pretending to be a unicorn, or think she's a unicorn because she likes them so much. Who knows? Though I love the potato. It's a nice potato. Very creative, my friend. Very creative. And here's one from Mac B again. Where do you work out? 5'7". I don't get the caption, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that the other muscular guy is copy paste due to like the line quality. Muscular sexy Sab over here kind of looks like a combination between Sab and Eddie's brother from Ed, Edd and Eddy. People seem to really want to make Sab like muscular. Do people really want to see Jock Sab? Would that be something you guys would really love, even if it kind of broke character? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and it probably won't happen. Or I don't know, it might be like a comic dub worst case scenario. It's interesting, to say the least. It's interesting. But thank you guys so very extraordinary much for all this fan art. It's great, you know, like some of it I'm a little concerned about, but others I really like and are pretty good. Please, like if you're passionate about your art, please keep them coming. And like it doesn't have to be strictly ARD, you know. I have some stuff up on Savior of the Spirits as well. Some concept art from my girlfriend's NUGGE. Yami Marshy is pretty underrated too. Yeah, please send me some more artwork. I've been loving this. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Now for some plugs. I have a Discord now, so if you just want to chat with me or the fan base in a small little community, you can do so there. Follow me on Instagram, DeviantArt, Twitter, and I am a part of quite a bit of Aminos, including my own Sab Nino Amino. Also check out my Redbubble account to get some merchandise of your favorite Sab Nino characters. And if you can't find a lot of my best animated work through the SEBE content, go to SabNino.com to find it all there. You'll still be supporting the channel watching them on the website. Also please subscribe, ring the bell icon, like and share the video with your friends, and let's see if we can hit 1,000 subscribers. And if you don't know the drill by now, eat some mochi, watch cartoons, and drink some boba. Hasta la vista.